Hi scholars, today you're going to learn about comparing fractions. This is TEK 4.3D. So please write this in your journal. And just put your pencil down and I want you to watch how to compare fractions using patty paper and pictures and math manipulatives. And then when you see why you have to follow the steps of finding a least common multiple, you'll understand why. So just put your pencil down and watch the video. Okay, so as you saw, there were several examples, and one of them was, I believe, 1/2, and let me just pull up the answers. Okay, so we are going to look at comparing which one is more, 1/2 or 3/4. So in the video, you saw that we were using patty paper and moving patty paper over 1/2 and 3/4, and we noticed that they both share the fourths. So what you do is your first step is to skip count the denominator. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. And then skip count these. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. I normally just do the first 5-ish and hopefully your answer can show up. But if you notice, they both skip count and land on 4. And when I was moving the patty paper in the video, you notice that the half does fall into the fourths. And so this is how you can see if they are the same. So now that I know they both share 4 as a common multiple when I skip count, now I'm going to rewrite both fractions equaling to fourths. Now this one is the same, so just, 3/4 is 3/4, but then in fourths, when it's in twos, that's times 2, that's times 2. So 2/4 and 3/4. And now these are the two that you compare. So obviously 2/4 is less than 3/4. What you're basically saying is 1/2 is equal to 2/4. And we want fractions where they both share the same denominator so I can compare. So 2/4 compared to 3/4, 3/4 is more. And so then that's what you do to show it. Okay, let's look at another example. How about 6/8 and how about 3/12? Okay, so step 1 is skip count by 8s and 12s. 8, 16, 24, 32, 40. Skip count by 12s. 12, 24, 36, 48, 60. So looking at that, 8, you try to see where there's a match, and if you notice 24 works. And so now you rewrite it equaling to 24. And now you're making equivalent fractions in 24ths, which we learned a few weeks ago. And so all you got to do is think, well, 8 times what equals 24? And if your multiplication is weak, if you look, you skip counted right here. So 1, 2, 3. It's the third multiple. So then you do that 3 times. And then 12 times what equals 24? That's 2 because it's the second multiple. And so 6/24. So now you can compare 6/24 to 18/24. And clearly 18 out of 24 is more than 6 out of 24. So this is greater than this. So then when I write it, this is how I show. Okay, let's look at one more example. I'm going to go ahead and just well, let's just write it down here, and then you're in class, you can take notes on the right side. How about 5/6 and 4/5. Okay, so skip count 6, 12, 18, 24, 30. Skip count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 30 is a number they both have. So now I'm going to set both of them up to equal 30ths. And then times 5, because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so times 6. So 24 30ths and 25 30ths. That's really close. So this is why it's really important to do this process instead of just kind of guessing. So 25 30ths and 24 30ths. This one is more. So when I write my fraction, I'm going to show that 5/6 is more because that's what this is equivalent to. And there you have it. That's how you compare fractions.